What's up, everybody? It's your friendly neighborhood DoolieRay, and I'm back from New York Comic Con 2018. I had an amazing time. It was such an experience, and it was great to see everybody. Today, we're going to be talking about how the tournament went for me throughout the weekend. So let's go ahead and get into this. To explain how everything works, it's going to take a quick second, so if you'll just bear with me, we'll get through it. There was a qualifier line that you had to go through where you had to beat an Ultron boss, and once you beat him, you got a ticket to go into the next line, which was the actual beat the boss challenge for the day. And then you would try to put up the fastest time, and if you were one of the top 3 people to put up the fastest times, then you got to face the final boss of the day, which was Thanos. And it was awesome. But they had 5 spots on the board, so 4th and 5th were on the board, but they didn't get to compete. It was just the top 3. So it was a really fun time, but I just want to say, I don't want to come off as like a sore loser or anything, but I had some interesting experiences with the tournament, and I'm sure that a lot of people who were there would agree that the fights were not exactly based on skill, they were based on luck. Here's the thing, they did take skill. The fights did completely take skill. It takes total skill to defeat the boss. The issue is, it comes down to RNG. When you have so many skilled players together, it's just who can get the most critical hits, who gets lucky with furies or extra damage, and there's nothing you can do to control that. So you would just get in line, you go to the end of the line, you take another shot, and you just like rotate around. And it would take about 20 to 30 minutes to get one shot at a boss. And that's what I spent my entire time at New York Comic Con doing. So I missed out on the Thursday event. There was a Venom boss that they had to fight, and Legacy ended up winning the day because, of course, he did. He's Legacy. So I made it to the NYCC on Friday though, and there was, well, at first I didn't know what was going on. I just got in a random line. Turns out I was in the wrong line, and yeah.
And heck, check out who we got here. We got Mr. DoolieRay in the house. What's going on, man? I didn't even know you were gonna be here.
I know.
I was totally facing the camera the other way. Oh yeah. The back door's always open. Nice. Yeah. You just sneaked on in. So you're gonna be here the rest of the weekend, or just today?
Today and Sunday.
Today and Sunday.
I don't have a ticket for tomorrow, so I have to win today. So
yeah, all you just win today, and then you come tomorrow. Yeah. Well, dude, awesome to see you. I didn't know you were gonna be here. Like I said, that's so cool. It's so unexpected.
What's going on here? I gotta go in that line, and then I gotta go in that line.
Oh, you didn't know you had to do that one first? Yeah, so you gotta do that line. You gotta beat the pre-gap. Good luck, man. See ya.
That was a clip from Captain Bayee's vlog. I will have links to those in the description down below. He made vlogs for every day at New York Comic Con. He did an amazing job. He was constantly recording, and he put them together so quick. So if you have the time, and if you're interested, definitely go check out those videos. I'm in a few of them, and you'll just see what happened at Comic Con. It was such a great time. Anyways, let's move on. Let's talk about me taking on the boss. I defeated Ultron, I got my ticket, I got in the next line, and Symbiote Supreme was the boss. Everybody was using Red Hulk because he was the champion that was doing it the fastest, he had the most damage, and it came down to RNG. So I took my first shot, it sucked, got back in line, waited 30 minutes, I did it again, and boom! I got on the leaderboard. I can't remember, what was my time? It was like 26 seconds or something. I got on the leaderboard at the number 2 spot. I was hanging out with Nick F all day. He was on the leaderboard as well. He was in the number 1 spot. And
what's up, everybody? It's your friendly neighborhood DoolieRay, and we are here at New York Comic Con in the tournament, in it to win it. Of course, I'm here with Nick F. What's up, guys? He's on the board with me. We're both qualified right now.
It's stressful.
Super stressful. And I got a buddy here. This is X Stuart Little. If you want to check out his channel, there will be a link in the description down below. And we're all gonna make it. We're all gonna kill it. Stick around.
yeah, that's what it was looking like for a long time. I put that up probably at about noon, and 4 hours later, somebody decided to freaking beat me, put up a faster score, so that bumped Heisenberg from the number 3 spot to number 4, so he couldn't compete in the tournament unless he beat the boss even faster. That bumped me to number 3 and Nick F to number 2. And then Luigi Sama comes along, and he gets the exact same time as me. And once you have a tie in the time, it comes down to who had the most health remaining. And he had 0.2% more health remaining in his fight than I did in mine. So he got the 3rd place spot, I got bumped down to 4th place. And he ended up winning the whole thing, so he totally earned it, and I'm super impressed. He did a great job, he was a super cool guy. I talked to him afterwards, and like, he's awesome. So anyways, I was pretty bummed out. At the end of the day though, I'm a competitive person, and I really wanted a 6-star Venom the Duck. I think he's hilarious, and I really wanted him. So next day, Saturday, I buy a ticket. I didn't have a ticket. I buy a ticket, and I make my way straight to the booth, and I start hitting that boss again. It's a Venom the Duck boss, and nobody's sure who to use yet. A lot of people are trying to use Archangel because of the amount of damage he can do. So I take a couple shots at Venom the Duck. I can't even beat him. He kills me twice. And then on my third try, I use Hyperion because some people had started using Hyperion, getting fast times with him. So I used Hyperion, and wham! I get the fastest time of the day. I'm in the #1 spot. Yes! And then like 2 minutes later, somebody beats me. So I'm in second place, right? And I stay in second place for the entire day. They say the cutoffs are at 2:30 because the final tournament's gonna be that day. So I go up, I'm like, am I safe? Am I in the tournament? Because at some point, I think somebody actually beat me as well. Got to maybe the same time as me? I'm not sure. No, got a faster time. And I got bumped down to #3. So I was really worried I was gonna be bumped off. I went up to the booth at 2:30 and I was like, am I safe? Do I need to worry about this? And they were like, no, you're good. We're cutting everybody off. We're gonna let them play for fun, but we're not gonna count it. You're safe. You're in the tournament. So All
right, day 3 of the tournament is coming to a close. The cutoffs, the entries that cut off people that are gonna be in the finals. 2 of the finals are here with me. You recognize one of them, DoolieRay. Come in at, what spot did you get?
3.
3rd spot, so you're gonna be leading them off today. And you were #1, right?
#1.
What was the name?
Mike.
Mike?
1, 2, 5, 6.
In-game name, search him up, guys. He's gonna be going up, he's got the #1 spot today, so he's gonna get to see if he needs to kill Thanos or if he just needs to beat everyone else. So we'll try to find the other person before, but guys, we'll be having that fight just a little bit. And then the overall tournament will be one of these guys facing off against Legacy and Luigi Kid that won yesterday. So we'll find out in a little bit here, guys. So I just came to relax, sit down on the nice soft carpet next to DoolieRay. He's prepping for the tournament, and Miss Laura Grant is here as well. Dave walking up. But DoolieRay just followed over. He's got, what do you got there?
I got something I
little
whipped
Doolie.
out of my pocket.
Look, I was like, what is this?
Mini Doolie.
That's crazy. That's so cool.
This is little Doolie, everybody.
Little Doolie, in case you don't know.
Yep. So
There
if
he
you want
is.
good times, just come over.
That's the key to winning New York Comic Con, I'm told. You have to have your own self figures.
But then the very last guy in line at like 3 o'clock or something, he had an amazing fight. He got really lucky with Furies, with stunning, with everything, critical hits. Hyperion freaking killed it. He got the #1 spot, which bumped me down to #4 out of the tournament. And I thought it wasn't gonna count. I was like, wow, that was really fast, but that doesn't count, right? And they were like, no, that counts. What? What? You're gonna boot me out of the tournament? So we had a quick chat, and I was freaking out a little bit, not gonna lie. And then they decided they were, I mean, Kabam was awesome. They said, okay, we'll let 4 people play, because, I mean, he totally earned it. The #1 guy, he had a fast time. He earned that spot, but I feel like I earned my spot, too. Maybe they shouldn't have let me play. I guess it is, I don't know. It is what it is. I got my shot at Thanos, as you can see here.
Hey, Summoners. I'm Mike, and I want to welcome you all back to New York Comic Con. More noise. Today, I have with me not 3, but 4 competitors aiming to become our Saturday daily champion. Today's race was just a bit too close to call, so we had to give one more competitor a chance. The winner of today's daily championship will join Legacy and Luigi Sama to go on to the Ultimate Championship later on today on the Marvel stage. So without further ado, let's introduce our first competitor. Would you introduce yourself for us?
Yeah, what's up, everybody? My name is DoolieRay. I'm here to win today.
Oh, that rhymed. I like that. Yeah. So which champion do you think you're going to bring in for this?
I gotta go with my homeboy, Stark Spidey. He's been with me for a long time, for years. We're in a pretty close relationship, and I want to take it to the next level, I'd say. So I'm gonna be using it. Yeah.
Stark Spidey seems to be like the most popular choice here anyways. Yeah. All right. So without any further ado, why don't you jump on in?
All right, here comes Doolie. He's going with the classic Stark Spider-Man. Seems to be the counter for Thanos this Comic-Con. Let's see if he can do better than Luigi, who is our current health pool leader, who got Thanos down to 4% health, just within a sliver of being the first one to actually bring Thanos down. Doolie's doing the ever-advised to check the buffs. And here we go. All right, So for those who haven't seen the first couple of rounds, Stark Spider-Man's going to want to start out landing lots of dexterity. He's going to build up these poise charges. It's going to give him extra damage, extra crit chance. 5, 6, he's got the rhythm down. Thanos is definitely being cooperative. Lands a parry, he's just going to go in, do some damage, push Thanos into his Genesis Stone. So on the Genesis Stone, he's got this Genesis Aura here. It's going to steal life, and he's going to keep playing defense. There we go. The Aura falls off. Doesn't even need to land the stun, which is the quick way to end it. But Thanos is going to play a little bit of defense here. Throw a first special attack. Well-timed dexterity, and bring the Aura back up. Missed the parry, though. Still gonna have to waste some time while that Aura falls off. There it goes. Still no parry. Just rides block through that full 5-hit combo. Here he goes. Not quite enough to get to that special attack. A couple of well-timed dexterities. He's in for the punish, but without a stun, that's gonna be a losing proposition. There's the parry. Comes back in, and he's gonna push Thanos into his second stone. This is gonna invert his controls every time Thanos throws a special attack at him until somebody lands a hit. There he goes, gets the controls back. He's all the way up to his special 2. He's gonna chin in that. A couple of crits, but Thanos still had his protection effect active, so he did get a ton of damage out of that. Back in, oh, he misses the dexterity. Good 5-hit combo. Still not enough for a special attack. Here we go. Now he's got a knot. He could be throwing the special 1 here. Nope. And Thanos is right at 40% health, so he went stun immune. That parry didn't land for him. And Thanos is going into his third and final mode, the Unstoppable War. Oh, he gets the intercept, but Chicken's out. He does not punish that. Although Thanos is missing his Unstoppable... Oh! Misses his special chain. Gets a little bit of chip damage into the block, but Thanos is sitting on the special 3, and as soon as he throws that, that's going to be it. It'll take a few seconds here, but Stark Spider-Man is not going to survive this special, and he'll finish off with 23% health. Not a bad first marker.
I can go over every moment of that fight and pick out like specific moments where I should have done something else. It's a terrible feeling. I didn't end up winning. I got my butt beat, got my butt whooped, and I really wish I had done better. I got hit by the nerves. What can I say? I had my shot, and yeah, I missed out. But anyways, Sunday rolls along, and I still have one more try to get that 6-star Venom the Duck, and I'm in it to win it. It's Venom the Duck boss again, so I'm using Hyperion. I'm going for a fast time. I get up there on the leaderboard again, and I get bumped down to number 5. Later on in the day, I get an even faster time, putting me up at the number 3 spot, I believe. And yeah, the cutoff was at 2 o'clock, and this time they told me, okay, you're not safe. Alright, we're cutting off the line at 2 o'clock, but you're not safe in 3rd place. And Vex comes along, and he freaking gets the fastest time I've ever seen in my life. He gets so lucky with Hyperion, he stacks up like 11 Furies, critical hits all over the place, and he bumps me off.
What's up, everybody? It's your friendly neighborhood DoolieRay, and leaderboard again. Guess what? Can you see it? Can you see it? Can you see it? That's right. Freaking Vex cut me off. Right at the end there. There's Kabam Mike over there.
So I did not get one more try at Thanos. I got my 1 try though, so I'm happy that at least I got 1 try. Vex ended up winning that day, so he earned it, I suppose. And I mean, he's an awesome dude, so I don't have any hard feelings towards anybody. Everybody was playing hard, everybody was having a fun time. I was really competitive. I was bummed to hit the 4th place spot 3 days in a row. You know, I don't know how exactly to explain the feeling of being right there, but like not being good enough by 1 second. Usually, there wasn't a single day where I was below 3rd place by more than 1 second. Like day number 1, I competed. What was that, Friday? I had the exact same time as 3rd place. It was 0.2% health that I didn't have, which comes down to RNG, just blocked hits, RNG. So I can't control it. I was lucky enough to get on the leaderboard. I can't say I'm more skilled than everybody else because I was able to, you know, get on the leaderboard. It wasn't about skill at the end of the day. It was about getting lucky, and I kept on getting lucky, but not lucky enough, and that's what was really frustrating for me. I don't know what else to say. It was a really fun time. I had a great time competing, and even though I didn't end up winning that much at all, although I did end up winning, I mean, sorry, I dropped something. I did get this crystal in a, there we go, look at that. Oh, you can't even see it. It's a crystal for myself. Focus, camera, come on. whatever. It's a crystal, as you can see. And I got a tiny bag as well, a tiny consolation bag for competing. And I got a tiny mug for my tiny tears. Check it out. Oh, there's a logo on the other side. Boop. Marvel Contest of Champions. So, yeah, things didn't go my way exactly. But, I mean, I'm not disappointed. At all. More than anything, I'm fired up for next year. I'm already thinking about it. I don't know if there's exactly any training you can do to get better. Just make sure that you can, you know, parry and hit, and you just gotta hope that you get lucky when you fight. So yeah, that's all I have to say about that. I'll have some more Comic-Con videos coming out. Hopefully we got some stuff to give away, and it's gonna be a good time. So thank you everybody for watching this video. Hope you enjoyed it, and until I see you next, hang in there. May the RNG be with you. Dilly dilly. And peace out.